Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of today's newsletter is going to be starting to attract women. Well, I've got an email here from a guy. He's 43 years old, and he's pretty much a late bloomer. Never had a girlfriend in his life. He started a business about 5 years ago, and it's now really starting to do well. Plus, he's lost 35 pounds in the past 4 or 5 years, taking care of himself. He's like 6'1", 205 pounds, I think it is. He said a lot of women tell him that he's very attractive. But what's interesting is that he's doing well in his business and his personal life. He's got some nice toys that he's bought now for himself, nice cars, some things he's really into. He feels proud of himself and who he is. And this is, what's great about this is like he was doing those particular things before he even found out about me. And he noticed the happier he became, the more he felt like he was successful as a man. Women started to notice that. They started to want to hang out with him, started to want to be around him. But his typical problem is that he usually never gets more than 3 dates with women. And so he started dating and hooking up with this girl he really liked, and then he fucked it up, and that's what eventually led him to my work. And so he's got questions. He's like, what do I do when a girl says, you're 43 and you never had a girlfriend? What's up with that? So he's got a couple, 3 or 4 things like that that are really putting some fear into him, and he's worried about on how he should handle those pressure points when they come up. So I got a quote that I wrote on this topic, and I'm going to go through his email. And the quote says, "It's never too late to become the person you were meant to be. Even if you are not very happy, fulfilled, or successful with members of the opposite sex, you can instantly become more attractive and happy by focusing on and pursuing a mission and purpose in life that excites you. Being unhappy and lonely is unattractive and repulses potential lovers. Being happy and single is very attractive and makes everyone notice you more. Even if your goals and dreams are still decades away from becoming a reality, having an emotionally compelling vision and mission for your life will instantly make you more desirable, attractive, interesting, and approachable, so you can start enjoying your life right now instead of putting your life and happiness on hold while you wait for the perfect moment, which usually will never come." A lot of people's success is like a moving target. They say, someday when I have money, someday when I have success. It's not that you have to have all those things right now, because it takes, whether it's a career or business, it usually takes you a decade or more to get to where you really want to be. But if you have a mission, if you have a purpose, and you're excited about where you're going to be someday, and you're moving towards it, you're happier, you're more enthusiastic, you're going to be more inclined to eat better, you're going to be more inclined to join a gym, work out with weights, do cardio exercise, have positive people around you, versus if you're sad and not doing anything to move towards what you want, you're going to feel like, what's the point of all this? I don't have anything that's exciting for me. But at least if you have a compelling mission and vision for your life, you got something you're working towards. You can be excited about that future success or future goal that you want to have. That instantaneously makes you more attractive versus somebody who's basically doing nothing, working a shitty job, and feeling like, God, this shit's never going to end. But at least if you got a plan, if you got something you're moving towards, you know that where you are right now is just a temporary place to be, and eventually you'll get there. And just having something to look forward to in your future makes you smile more, makes you happier. It gives you more energy. It makes you more attractive. So let's go through his email. He says, "Hey Corey, I'm 43 years old and I've never been in a relationship. I was one of those nerd kids and was ostracized in school. The past does not equal the future. It really doesn't matter if you were a total fucking loser up until the time you hit play on this video. The only thing that matters is what you do now going forward. Because where you end up in the future is going to be determined by what you do or fail to do right now in this present moment." It's like what Tony Robbins says. Never leave the scene of setting a goal without taking some kind of action towards its attainment. Childhood self-esteem and confidence issues left me without any social skills or any experience dating as well. I mean, everybody starts out. These are all things that I learned. I was in the customer service industry. And when I was in middle school, I worked at my parents' coin laundry business. They had a wash, dry, fold drop-off service. So I worked at the counter, so I got used to interacting with total strangers and other people. Eventually, when I was in high school, I worked at a restaurant. This place called Cisco's Chicken, I think it was, with a couple of my high school buddies. And then after that, I went to work at a company called Service Merchandise. So it was all customer service. And then eventually, I moved in tending bar when I was in, 21, 22, 23, when I was in college. So I had a lot of extensive background talking to men, women, old people, young people, beautiful women, ugly women, cool guys, guys that are total dickheads. I mean, you see the whole gamut, and you get used to interacting to and having conversations with people. After high school, I was always unsuccessful with women. I'm 6'1", 205 pounds, and I've been told by many women that I'm very good looking. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how good looking you are. If you don't think you're good looking, you don't think you're fucking awesome, if you're not excited about your future, and you don't feel like you have anything to offer anybody, you can't help but display that in your body language, your physiology, the way you carry yourself. And everybody's going to pick up on that. Guys aren't going to want to hang out with you because you're a downer. Women aren't going to want to be around you because you feel weird and creepy. Women my age like that I'm tall, slim, and have a full head of hair, which I style and try to wear stylish clothes that fit. I started a business 5 years ago at 38. I'm an independent contractor and is now doing very well. Fucking congratulations, dude. That's awesome. It's a motherfucker being an entrepreneur. Because most of your ideas, they don't fucking work. So you have to get very used to failure and things not working out. I've lost 35 pounds too in the past 5 years. Last year, I bought a speedboat and a crew cab truck. So now you got some cool toys and you're thinking the vibe you're putting in the universe is, now I want to have some cool people to hang out with and do these fun things with. Hey man, I'm going to be taking the boat out this week and you guys want to come along? Fuck, that sounds like fun, sure. It's pretty easy to get people to want to hang out with you, and you got nice things, you got nice toys, you got a cool pad to hang out at. I'm living my dream late in life, but doing so nevertheless. I'm actually starting to attract women for the first time in my life. Isn't that interesting? He's happy, he's successful, he feels like he's getting somewhere in life, he feels like he's making progress. And remember, success and happiness is all the result of making progress. And so this guy is making progress in that area. That's the real reason why women find him attractive. The problem is I never made it past 3 dates in the last 5 years of trying, and I never got a date until online dating in my 30s. Now that my new life has been taking shape, it's been easier to get their attention, but I fail every time and am let go by the 3rd week consistently. I recently dated a customer who owns a styling salon. She is 44 and the prettiest girl I have ever dated. She's got double D's. I love double D's. I had a girlfriend that used to have double D's, and I used to go, baby, you know what that stands for? 34 double D's? She's like, what? They're 34. Damn, dude! And sometimes I would just look at it and go, damn, dude! She's 5'1", blonde, with blue eyes, and a 00 waist. Really fucking cute. Her interest level was higher than any woman I have taken out, and she was the most attractive woman I've ever taken out. Good for you. How many times have you read in the book so far? No one has ever looked at me like that before. Remember, attraction isn't a choice. You being you and being awesome and being happy, that you just did it for. You pushed her buttons. Just showing up. That's all you had to do. And because you were believing in yourself, because you're succeeding and you got some nice toys in your life, you feel, all right, I can get some shit done here. I'm a fucking man. We had sex in the second date, and the first date we kissed. However, once we talked after sex, she was confused and distrusting of me. Sounds like you put your foot in the mouth. I did so many things right at first, but after she dumped me the 3rd week, I found your videos. So you were great right until you got a little bit of the punani. Right until you got a little bit of the chocha. I realized how many things I did wrong listening to other men fail just like I did. I wish I could go back and fix it, but I will have to move on and hope you and your material can get more pretty girls more frequently. You got to read the book 10 to 15 times, dude. There's no fucking way around it. Stop trying to shortcut watching videos for reading the book. You want to be successful? You got to learn the fundamentals. Less attractive women fall at my feet and overlook my problems. The reason being is that you're treating women that you really like differently than the ones you don't care about. You need to treat all women the same. Again, that's in the book. I can tell you haven't even read the book yet. So here you are, you're learning some tips and watching some videos, and you're asking me some basic rookie questions that are answered in the book. Online dating is full of less attractive women, and I know I can pick up pretty women if I just knew how. Again, these are basic things that are in my book. There's a video that I did several years ago, it's about 12 minutes long, called Improving Your Social Skills. I reference that in the book, and it's also one of the essential fundamentals under the Essential Fundamentals playlist, which is on the home page of my YouTube channel. And for those of you that are watching this on YouTube and you haven't been to the home page of my YouTube channel in a while, my assistant and I, we've gone ahead and we've added categories, just like the website has. Attraction, how to get your wife, girlfriend back, life coaching, those kinds of things. So there's about 5 or 6 new playlists there that just have videos that are geared towards attraction or how to get a girlfriend or how to get your wife or girlfriend back or relationship related or life coaching related or health related. So go check those out. With women, I have only tiny successes and have failed to ever make it past 3 dates or weeks. And I'm very insecure about that. You just have a knowledge gap that you need to fill in, that's all. You're literally talking women out of liking you, and that's your problem. Because even though you got this success, women are buying in the facade of your awesomeness, but once they get to know who you really are, even though you got all this nice stuff and you got a lot of confidence because of it, you're still lacking the confidence and you're not putting out the right vibe that is congruent with. So in other words, the external you that women see and like is not matching the internal you. And by reading the book 10 to 15 times, those two will become totally congruent, and you won't have these problems of only getting past or never getting past the 3rd date or the 3rd week. I know I am sending vibes that are causing them to run away, and I want to be happy and live a life with women in it. I'm not truly living my dream or to my potential without women in a sex life. Question number 1. I am solo a lot and I don't have friends to go out with frequently. Much better to go out by yourself, because then you don't have obnoxious friends that are too weak to learn the things that you're learning and then have them cock block you. That's why your best wingman is you, because you never know. Maybe you're filling up gas at the gas station and you're at a convenience store. Or you're at the gym and you're by yourself and there's a pretty girl that sits down next to you. Women do that. If they see a guy they like, they'll come over and start using a machine next to him in hopes that he does something about it. Pay fucking attention. Hey, how are you? What's your name? Oh, it's nice to meet you, Denise. They're all married, or the single ones would hurt my chances. I don't know where or how to pick up women. Again, these are basic rookie questions that are addressed in my book. And the fact that you asked me that tells me you haven't read the book yet. How can you possibly expect to be successful if you don't read the book? You don't have much experience dating women past the 3rd week, and you're certainly not going to be successful in the relationship phase if you're having trouble in the pickup and the dating phase. You have to learn pickup skills, dating skills, and relationship skills, and the general quality of life skills that I teach in the book. There's no way around it. And if you don't want to do it, you're, oh, I'm busy or I'm not a reader, then you might as well unsubscribe and go somewhere else because you're wasting your fucking time. Here's what I know. People that are serious and that people who have decided to become successful, they read the book 10 to 15 times. And when I read success stories from guys, they've read it multiple times. The guys that do really great, where it's the kind of success that people go, damn, I'd like to have that, they did the work. Time and repetition. There's no way around it. You can't become great at something unless you practice and rehearse at it. My last was a customer that made it easy because I was able to see her naturally and she was referred to me by a mutual acquaintance. That never happens. What products can help me with approach and the initial dating process? Again, read the fucking book, dude. Watch the video Improving Your Social Skills, which I mentioned. Go to the mall and do exactly what it says. When you rehearse that, you can meet women anytime, any place, anywhere. Number 2, I have no good way to get past the question of what was your longest relationship. I constantly fail trying to get past this. Don't answer it. It's none of their fucking business. The truth just creates distrust and puts me under a microscope from the get-go. Is there something wrong with this guy? No relationship ever? Is he a player? A loser no one ever wanted? Then I hear them say things like, I'm being more reserved with you while teasing me sexually. It is killing my chances with women because they just think something is off. Do I lie? The real problem is that it's bothering you, and they can tell it's bothering you. And when women hear that, they go, this guy's 43, never had a girlfriend. So when they start asking you about your past relationships, say, you know what? I don't want to talk about my past relationships. I mean, besides, gentlemen don't kiss and tell. I'm not interested in every single person you've dated, how long you've dated them for, how often you had sex, when you last had sex with them, or even if you still talk to them anymore. It's really none of my business. I want to focus on you and I and the connection we have and see where it goes. Besides, I mean, it's never a good conversation to have anyways, because somebody always ends up getting butthurt when they start talking about relationships and sex and their past history. And it's like, let's just not do that. Let's focus on what we have right now, you and I, and build something completely from scratch. Remember, whoever is asking the questions in a conversation is the one who's in charge of it. You just say, look, gentlemen don't kiss and tell. I'm not really... I'm 43 years old. If this is you, this is how it's like. I'm 43 years old. I've been around the block a few times. I'm just not interested in going through all my relationship history. That's just, I never have a problem with that. It's just a non-fucking issue. Sometimes people might say, well, how come you're not married? And then just tell them, I haven't found the right girl yet. Like if I find somebody and I'm 100% certain that I want to marry them and they want to marry me and we want to spend our lives together in that type of a relationship label, then great. It'll happen if it happens. But I'm content just to enjoy my life and see where it goes. I'm not trying to fit in society's little box that says you got to be this way, or you got to be married, or your relationships have to last X amount of years, whatever it has to be. I'm all about having fun. And I only want to stay in relationships and friendships and business arrangements with clients to where I'm enjoying them and I'm growing. And if that's not what both parties are getting out of it, then there's no point in being in that particular relationship anymore. Number 3, because I have no experience at all, I know I come off like a child in the way I react to them one-on-one. Again, that's why you need to read the fucking book. You can't get around it. How can you possibly change your behavior if you don't know what to do differently? I'm 43 with the experience of a teenager in this area. I don't know how I can fix that. Read the book 10 to 15 fucking times and ask out 100 different women over the next 30 days. If you had 2 or 3 different women you're going out with every week, you wouldn't fucking care. You wouldn't worry about it. You wouldn't worry about one girl losing interest or you turning a girl up. It's like, so what? I got 2 other girls I'm hooking up with this week. What's the difference? I'm seeking a counselor to help me with my personality quirks, but she can't help me in the dating game. I know because of my lack of experience, I project a lot of negative vibes, to say the least, when I'm with them alone, and it sucks because I'm just clueless. So that's what I would focus on if I were you. Some really simple things, but the baseline knowledge that you have to get is you got to read the book 10 to 15 times. If you're not willing to do that, then you're pretty much wasting your time here, and you might as well unsubscribe and go somewhere else because you're just not serious and you're not going to do the work that's necessary in order to get the results. But if you are serious and you do want to improve this part of your life, the starting point is the coaching manual. That's what the book is for. All the videos and all the articles on my website are all based upon the central premise that you know what's in the book. It's that simple. There's no shortcuts to success. Maybe someday you'll be able to put a hat on like they do in the Matrix or whatever and download shit to your brain in a matter of seconds, but we ain't there yet. So you got to read the book 10 to 15 times and get out there and apply it. Time and repetition. If you got plenty of options in your life, you're going to be fine. You're not going to let women stress you out or put you in a fearful state. The problem that you have is you're in a scarcity mindset. You don't know what to do or what to say to women because you haven't read the book yet. And therefore, when you do interact with a woman, you act like it's the last person you're ever going to talk to. So you're extra nice. You act like a doormat, and you never get anywhere. So if you'd like to get my help personally, the quickest way is to book a paid phone, Skype, or email coaching session. You can choose any of those options by going to my website, clicking the products tab at the top of your screen, and just follow the instructions for booking whichever option works best for you. And I will talk to you soon.